Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Victoria Sheehan. John Huddleston is on assignment. We are less than 24 hours away from the University of Alabama's A-Day game. And right now you're looking live at the Walk of Champions from the WVUA Tower Cam, where thousands of fans will be tomorrow to get their first look at the 2012 Crimson Tide football team and the Granite Stones to honor the Crimson Tide's 14th national championship. Of course, fans will have high expectations for this year's team in hopes that they bring home number 15. WVUA's Bradley Whittington caught up with some Alabama fans today to find out what makes this year's A-Day so special.
The celebration begins. The players running on the field. The coaches throwing their arms skyward. And the Alabama Crimson Tide has won its 14th national championship. Bama, the national champions of college football.
Nothing makes A-Day more special than winning the national championship the previous year.
It's wonderful. It's something that I've always dreamed of getting to do.
They come by the thousands to see their favorite team in many different forms, shapes, and sizes. For some, A-Day is just another Alabama football event.
We have not missed a game in the last several years. We have seats that we come and everything's reserved, and we are part of the 101,700 people that's packed this stadium.
While for some families, coming to A-Day is more of a family tradition, for others it's the only day they're able to experience the Alabama football tradition and the day they look forward to the entire year.
What makes A-Day different is so many people that love Alabama football but are not able to come to the regular games will be able to walk through these gates tomorrow and be just as important as anybody else. And that to me, A-Day is important for that reason.
I've been an Alabama fan all my life, and I've always wanted to come to an A-Day game, and so I decided to come this year. I live in Louisiana, and I hate LSU, so that's why I'm here.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa,
Roll Tide!
Bradley Whittington, WVUA News.
University of Alabama game day officials tell us they are expecting around 90,000 fans, and as you have seen, some of the Tide faithful are already at the capstone. WVUA's Leah Knight shows you just how far some Bama fans will travel to be a part of A-Day.
There's a lot of excitement surrounding a national championship team, so we're expecting a full house.
Gina Johnson from Game Day Operations says the University of Alabama holds one of the highest attendance records for a spring football game. They plan on using all of their staff and resources just like a normal fall game.
People maybe who don't have access to tickets in the fall will be here on campus, many of them for the first time. So that's exciting for us.
And that's the case for Alabama fan Bryant Campbell, who traveled to Tuscaloosa for his first A-Day all the way from California with his dad. You may wonder where Bryant got his name.
From that old man over there. I'm named after Paul Bear Bryant, actually.
Bryant's dad, Al, is originally from Birmingham, and he says Alabama football is a family tradition.
I get excited for every Alabama game. It's tradition in my family. In the state of Alabama, you choose early, and I chose very early, so I've been an Alabama fan all my life.
The Campbells say they are very excited to be able to share this experience together and are anticipating a good scrimmage.
Get to see some of the young kids out there that didn't get a lot of playing time and see what we're going to be capable of this next year.
People are throwing around all kinds of expectations for the A-Day game. You can catch all the coverage on WVUA starting at noon. In Tuscaloosa, I'm Leah Knight.
And here are all of the facts you need to be aware of for tomorrow. Gates open at 11. The Skills Challenge competition starts at 11:45. You can catch the Walk of Fame ceremony at 12:20, and kickoff for A-Day is set for 2 p.m. The game will be carried on Comcast Sports South. Also, remember your home team WVUA TV is the place for A-Day coverage. We'll have a live A-Day special edition of Crimson Tide Kickoff live from the capstone. That show runs from noon to 1 p.m. on Saturday. That's tomorrow. And of course, with the Tide's football expectations for the weekend's weather are also on people's minds. So with a first look at Alabama's home team forecast, here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott.
Yeah, Tori, good Friday evening to you. Temperature's going to be very warm over the weekend. Good news is it's going to be pleasant out there. Plenty of sun, no chance for rain for Saturday or Sunday. Here locally tonight, still mild at this 10 o'clock hour, 61. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, 57, and Anniston slightly cooler. The further east you go and further west you go, hey, a lot warmer. 72 still in Greenwood. In Memphis, Tennessee, at 72 at this hour. No cloud cover deal with it around the southeast. Just a few high-level cirrus clouds, mainly to our north and west. No rain, though, for the next 48 hours. We stay dry. Here's your weekend forecast. Saturday, A-Day happening at Tuscaloosa. A lot of people going to be in town for that. It will be warm, so if you're going to be at Bryant, try to sit on the west side of the stadium where it's going to be shaded tomorrow afternoon. That'll at least make it feel a little bit better out there than versus sitting in the sun. Sunday, still a warm day. Low to mid 80s are likely. Increasing cloud cover on Sunday. What about the chance of showers and storms back at the forecast? Home team weather is coming up.
And Tuscaloosa isn't just the home of excited Bama fans, but tonight the home of some excited country music fans. Country music star Bryan played from his Tailgating and Tan Lines tour live from the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater tonight. The gates opened at 6:30. Craig Campbell and Frankie Ballard opened for Bryan. On your home team crime watch, a body found inside a Tuscaloosa County home sends authorities on a homicide investigation. According to Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Captain Loyd Baker, the body was discovered Thursday morning inside an abandoned mobile home on Sanders Ferry Road. Baker says the mobile home was being cleaned out to be moved when the body was discovered. Baker told us it appears the victim was a black woman in her 50s, but the identification is unknown due to the condition of the body. According to Baker, the body had been there for weeks. He says based on the evidence at the scene, the victim may have been murdered. Baker says the investigators believe they have identified a suspect but are still in the process of making an arrest.
We have an idea who it could be, and we are investigating that angle right now. We're just waiting on the medical examiner to tell us if we're headed in the right direction.
Investigators tell WVUA that dental records have been sent to forensics and they hope to get results soon. The National Weather Service has confirmed that a tornado did touch down in Norman, Oklahoma, near the University of Oklahoma campus earlier this evening. That twister caused a few minor injuries and some property damage. You're looking at parts of the storm that produced the severe weather across parts of Oklahoma today. This video is from Chickasha County. Witnesses said the low-hanging clouds looked like they could spawn a funnel at any minute. A new report by the California-based research firm CoreLogic has found that tornadoes are striking more parts of the U.S. and they're hitting more often. The phrase Tornado Alley was coined some 40 years ago to describe the Plains states at highest risk for twisters. That includes Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Now, experts think the tornado-prone zone should be expanded to include much of the Midwest and the Deep South. The National Weather Service's Dave Nadler says he supports any move to help draw more attention to the grave dangers these storms present.
In March, April, and May, we do run the risk of seeing more violent, deadly tornadoes, outbreaks and stuff. So whatever you want to call it, to make people more aware so that they'll be more prepared ahead of the storms, ahead of these events, you know, we're certainly okay with that.
Tornadoes and the severe weather that accompany them account for more than half of all insured catastrophic losses in the U.S. each year. And back in Tuscaloosa, Congresswoman Terry Sewell traveled from Washington, D.C. to visit with her district this afternoon. It was all part of the Congress in Your Community event held at the Town Hall Court Annex in Tuscaloosa. Probate Judge Hardy McCollum and Representative Chris England, along with Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon and Tuscaloosa City Council President Harrison Taylor were also at the event. Earlier this April, Sewell joined President Obama at the bill signing ceremony for the Jobs Act, and this afternoon she made sure local business owners knew where she stood.
And while I may be slightly left of center, I will try to find a way to meet you in the middle when it comes to bringing economic opportunities and growth in Alabama. And I want to applaud all of our business owners who are here today for investing in our communities.